Wolverines, I'm Lucas Consuegra, and welcome to Meet the Candidates. As many of you know, Student Council election week is here, and we at WBLN will bring you special coverage of this year's campaign. Today, you'll have a chance to meet all of your candidates, as 6 of our reporters have been able to sit down and talk to each one of the candidates. I turn to Carlos Perez Abreu, who got a chance to sit down with Dylan Perez.
Today I have the pleasure of being here with the presidential nominee for the class of 2021, Dylan Perez. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Carlos. My name is Dylan Perez, currently a junior at Belen. I've been in Belen since 6th grade, so I'm a Belen lifer. I was in speech and debate all my years through middle school, and I started doing Model UN my sophomore year of high school and left speech and debate, and I'm currently part of the leadership team on Model UN. So we mentor students, we set up the trips, and just oversee all of that. I'm also a member of Student Council. I have been for the last 2 years, and I'm a member of the National English Honor Society.
All right, so first question, what makes you better fit for this job than any of the other candidates?
Okay, so before I actually say what makes me a better candidate, I just want to say that every single candidate is outstanding for president and for vice president. All 3 of us are hardworking, we're determined, and we can get the job done very well. All of our platforms have amazing ideas, and I just want to let you guys know that whoever is going to become the president, those ideas aren't left with those candidates. All of the ideas that are amazing from the platforms will be developed and taken with the president. So it's not the platform that wins, it's the candidate. And so what sets me apart from everyone else is my communication with the students and my honesty and transparency with them. I was the first candidate, and to my knowledge, the only presidential candidate that sent out my phone number to every single student in Belen. Every single student in Belen has the chance to call me on my cell phone and have a conversation with me, or send me a text, or respond to my email. I believe in complete communication with the student body because that is who I am representing. If I understand my representative or who I am representing better than any other candidate, then I think that's what sets me above everyone else. I believe in honesty with them as well. That's why if you check my page right now, there's something known as the daily recap videos. I posted the introduction, and essentially what it is, at the end of every day of campaign week, I'm gonna be explaining what happened during the day, and it's gonna go by grade. So from 6 to 12, from 6 to 11th, there's gonna be an individual video for each one, letting them know what's up. I believe in this transparency because it builds a bond and builds a better relationship. I also associate myself with many different groups in my grade. I hang out with the students who are taking the most APs, I hang out with the students who are struggling to get by every day, and I hang out with the perfect middle. I understand all of the needs of every single group of students in my grade, and I know that that will carry out throughout the rest of the grades. So to sum it up, what sets me apart is my communication directly with the students, my honesty with them, and my transparency, and also I can get things done. Everything on my platform has the possibility of happening, and I made sure of that. I contacted administration before. I was told that some things on my original platform couldn't happen. Fine, I took it out. But everything on there right now on my current platform has the possibility of happening. Thank you.
All right, so second question, what made you decide that you wanted to run for the presidential spot of Student Council at Belen?
That's a great question, Carlos. Well, my mother taught me one thing since I was little. She's taught me many things, but this one stood out to me, and it was leave a place better than you found it. So I want to leave Belen better than I found it. I want to make it a better environment for the students, for the administration, and just for everybody involved. And so what inspired me to run was the fact that since 6th grade, I've wanted to make a change, and I've wanted to say, this would help in the school, or this wouldn't really, be great if it kept going. So I believe that all I want to do is make Belen a better place for everybody, for every student. I want them to enjoy their time there. It's a hard school. Let's be honest here. It's really tough to get through some of these courses and to get through some of these years, but I want to make that a more enjoyable experience. And aside from that, students in my own grade were even encouraging me to run. They said, I think you do a great job. You understand us. You're friends with a bunch of people, you don't just associate yourself and stuck with one group. And so the encouragement of my classmates and the fact that I want to leave Belen better than I found it is what inspired me to run, just to make it a better place overall.
All right, third question. On your platform, you have grade-wide field trips as one of your goals. I've heard this from many of the previous candidates over the years. What makes you think that you're going to be the one to get this done?
I'm very glad that you asked that question. And what I'm going to do to make sure that it gets done is simply focus on it. Many of these other candidates from the past years have said, yeah, we're going to have field trips just to rack in the votes. Let's be honest. It's just to get students enticed and into their whole platform and campaign. If I say I want grade-wide field trips to happen, I mean it. I'm going to make it happen for these students. And what I'm going to do, I have some ideas. This year, they made it for the whole grade that it was mandatory to go. And so usually there's not enough space for every student to go. So what they did is they split it up into groups. That's what I want to do for these grade-wide field trips. I want it to be either 4 groups throughout the year or 5. So it would be 40 to 50 kids going. That takes, one school bus has 22 seats and 2 students fit on each seat, making there 48 spots on one school bus. It takes a max of 2 school buses large for 96 students to go. So that's already more than enough space in terms of transportation. I'm going to be speaking with the administration on where we can go, what are some possibilities. I sent out 2 Google Forms, one to the 6th graders because they're going to be in 7th, and one to the freshmen because they're going to be sophomores. And I asked them, do you want field trips? 100% of the students that participated in the middle school survey, the 6th grade survey, said yes, that they wanted to. And they suggested places like Sky Zone, something simple like the beach, Frost Museum, all these different places that sound very possible. So I'm going to take my data and take it to the administration and show them and say, hey, this is what the students want. Let's make it happen.
All right. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you so much.
Please remember to tune in to our special coverage this week. My name is Lucas Consuegra. Remember to stay home, stay safe, and stay golden, Wolverines.